she was flirting with you.
Yes!
She literally went, she went up to me one day, she's like, I was walking away, she goes,
You got a nice
damn,
ass.
Jaden, thick. And I thought she called me a dick. I was like, what? And she was like, you're thick. I was like, don't ever say that again.
Well, he said, I feel like she's gonna be like some 30-year-old woman.
No, she's a hodo.
Hodo?
Hodo.
Hodor?
Hodor.
A ho?
Hodo.
Hodo?
Yeah,
Is this
whore.
recording?
Maybe.
Hey, you want to go on my phone? Go on my TikTok?
You have nothing on there.
Am I on this?
I have
am.
TikTok. Here. It's all about car stuff.
So, turn on the fucking music. It's going, right? Are going to talk about Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, first off,
This
what is your thoughts on season 1? If you can summarize, if you could summarize it, are we
Don't
really?
touch my microphone.
Oh. I really think it was a splendid season. I do think there could have been some more spice. But when you say spice, can you elaborate? I think a little more oomph, if you know what I'm talking about. I think there needed to be a little more lightsaber. The black saber just wasn't it for me.
I feel like the black saber should have been a little bit longer.
I think it should have been a little bit more white, and we would have been.
Are you trying to sound?
Are we sure we're talking about lightsabers?
I'm just kidding. All in all, I thought it was a very good season.
So you like Mandalorian season 1?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about Mandalorian?
The Clone Wars.
I like how it expanded upon the universe.
We're talking about Mandalorian right now. What did you think about Mandalorian?
I liked it. I thought it was nice expanding it part of the universe other than just like part of the Jedi's version. So like seeing it from the Jedi's
Do you need
view.
to go pee?
No. Do you need to go to the bathroom?
See?
Babe. I'm
We're
sorry.
doing this
I'm
again.
sorry.
Taylor's gonna go and edit. Taylor's gonna fucking edit this, and he's gonna be like, "There's more."
We're gonna put this shit in.
Okay, never mind.
I keep
Taylor's gonna edit this, and there's gonna be more bloopers than the actual video.
Okay, anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
So
No, I liked it because it expanded upon like an average person or a bounty hunter on the universe versus like the Jedi's point of view. I liked that.
that was really good. What I liked mostly about it is the fact of it wasn't just a normal hero fighting the villain. It was someone who's really in between. You know, it's like he's got his beliefs and he's like really strong in his beliefs. And it's just like sometimes if even a good situation compromises his belief, he might choose his belief over what to us would say is good.
Like
Does that make sense?
he chose his morals over the code.
Yeah. But let's talk about
Stretch.
Baby Yoda.
Bitch is 50. He's looking good.
But like, what do you guys? Why do you think they put Baby Yoda in the story? What?
You want my actual honest
I
opinion?
want your actual honest opinion.
So Disney can make money.
But
Think that's why they did it.
John Favreau wouldn't have done it if he thought it wasn't going to excel the story or excel the universe in some way.
Well, kind of like how you said about morals. It made the person choose the morals over the code. So really,
that was supposed to be.
Baby Yoda he wasn't expecting the 50-year-old Baby Yoda to be a baby.
So
it
was meant
tested
to
his
be,
morals.
Yeah, so it meant to be like a friction between him and his morals. Okay, what do you think?
I like how we just pulled him off the street. He's like, "What do you think?"
I agree with what you guys are saying.
Just to expand the universe.
Yeah.
I want to know how the hell they got a baby Yoda, because no one knows where the planet is, right?
Well, but from what we do know about it though, is that there's only ever 2 at a time. Only ever 2 at a time.
Yoda's a fucking selfish asshole. If there's only supposed to be 2 off the planet, and Yoda was like 400 years old.
But Yoda died. It was the Yaddle and then Yoda. It was Yaddle and Yoda. Because Yaddle was in the Jedi Council, at some point.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And so then Yoda died. So people think I'm kind of drifting off, but people think that Yaddle's still alive since there's only one baby Yoda around.
So then how? Okay, but my question is that because the baby doesn't know how to drive a fucking spaceship. So someone kidnapped the baby Yoda.
Well, see, and then that's part of the mystery of their species. So it's just like if there's only two at a time in the universe, either the planet itself has to be sending out two at a time, or they just appear.
It's like Noah's Ark.
Kind of. Yeah.
Two at a time.
Because you know the whole, there's only two of Yoda species in the universe at a time, right? You ever hear that?
I do now.
Yeah. Well, I think I watched like a Star Wars theory on it, and he was talking about it. He's YouTuber that goes really deep into the Star Wars lore and stuff. But when I heard that, I was like, it's very interesting. I like that concept. And then George Lucas said he confirmed that too, since he's been really secretive about Yoda's species and stuff like that.
I feel like George Lucas, I have no idea where he came from.
Well, because he never wanted to know. Like, in his mind. Like, when he thought of Yoda, he always said that Yoda was meant to be mysterious. And, like, you were never supposed to know. So, I don't know. So, and he gave his blessing to Jon Favreau to start developing Yoda's species more. Stuff like that. So for season 2, what do you guys think they're going to be doing with Ahsoka? Just coming off of Clone
that's
Wars.
right. Ahsoka got confirmed to be in it, huh?
Yeah, because coming right off of Clone Wars season 7.
I forgot about that.
Didn't
they confirm Boba Fett was going to be in season 2 as well? Or make a glimpse?
Yeah.
Or like a reference or something?
Yeah.
So Ahsoka Tano is going to be an actual main character?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, now I'm even more hyped.
Because I think, this isn't confirmed by any means, but I think she's supposed to be in episode 1, and she's going to be a main character throughout the whole season.
Well, the last time I saw her was Star Wars Rebels. So...
Oh yeah, I guess it was Rebels, so not Clone Wars, Rebels, yeah.
So I think she's going to be... She's probably going to come across Yoda, baby Yoda, and Mando is probably going to be leaving him. This is what I think, is that he's going to leave him somewhere and like tell him not to go anywhere. He's going to leave and then come back and try to take the baby, and then Ahsoka's going to jump in because Ahsoka kind of like just saw a Mandalorian.
Could have been the reason.
So we talked about Ahsoka, we talked about Baby Yoda. So now the Mandalorian himself, Mando. But his real name was said in the end.
It's been over 6 months since.
Yeah, I forget what his name is.
Should have had a little refresher course before.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
So the whole idea behind Mandalorian is that he was supposed to be an homage to a cowboy, like old Western movies. Mm-hmm. And so, in terms of, like, why... Did he ever explain why he wanted to keep his identity a secret? Because that's not really a Mandalorian thing to do. That was introduced in
he did.
The season.
He said this is the way.
Yes, that clears it right up. But see, because in Clone Wars, they took off their helmets all of the time. Mm-hmm. And even in the movies... Well, I guess not in the
That's
movies.
when they weren't extinct almost.
Yeah.
But I never understood why.
I think their codes just changed.
Yeah, because he says it was a part of his code, part of the whole thing.
I think
so. That had
changed.
to have been.
It had to have been something about whether they explain it or it had to have been something about them almost being extinct. Because he's technically not an actual Mandalorian. He was adopted by
the Mandalorians.
Yeah, he was. What do they call it?
Human.
Anyways, a foundling. Foundling. That's what they call him, right? A foundling.
Because they found him in a dumpster.
Like a foundling. Like they found a child that needed help and then brought them into their culture. So they just called them foundlings. Like they said that Baby Yoda was a foundling. To the Mandalorian.
Anybody who's adopted from orphans is a foundling.
There you go.
Are you going to say you're adopted? Are you a family?
Honestly, at this point, I might be.
Oh.
So,
Founding Brian.
I also think that the Mandalorian is somehow going to be connected within the whole main Star Wars story as a whole. Just knowing Disney, I feel like they're going to try to find a way to fudge that in. And then that's the part.
You mean
Fudge?
after those 3 movies that didn't exist according to Lucas?
Well, because they were
They actually
garbage.
Lucasfilms actually came out and said
They said that these last 2 movies aren't canon.
Really?
Because they were so. The Force Awakens was not that bad.
And then they fucked
Last
The
Jedi-
other 2 were
Okay.
garbage.
Can I make a statement about Ryan Johnson?
Which one's who's Ryan Johnson?
He
The
made
one
The
that-
Last Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Johnson is a phenomenal
Garbage.
director. No, he's a good director. You know Knives Out, the movie? He made Knives
No.
Out. Knives Out is a very, very good, complex movie.
You know,
He's very good at... If you gave Ryan Johnson his own series, he would make a very good series. Or his own movie that wasn't based off of a trilogy, he would make a very good movie.
Like
But-
Christopher Nolan. He makes one-off movies all the time.
Yeah, he'd make a very good one-off movie about one thing. But part of a trilogy, Ryan Johnson doesn't do that. So... Because Ryan Johnson tried to do his own thing, but that's a different video for another day. But I didn't like Last Jedi, but I still respect Ryan Johnson
Yeah.
because he's actually
I would
phenomenal.
just
Just
Yeah.
Disney's problem with that is that they just tried a little too hard. They tried too hard to make it appeal to the Disney audience and not the Star Wars audience, I think.
Disney needs to stop being afraid of getting a little dark. Because they're so scared.
But they
of-
did that. They did that with Pirates of the Caribbean. I think Pirates
Yeah,
of the
but even
Caribbean
when
got dark.
it got dark, but when you lighting or like actually.
No,
'Cause
like
it has some
actually in
dark
the story.
fucking parts.
No, like in the story, it actually went to some dark
It
places.
gets
Like
really, really yes. Okay, so if you look at the old Pirates of the Caribbeans and then you look at the new one with Johnny Depp, Dead Men Tell No
yeah, they
Tales.
kind of shifted back to the brighter.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
yeah.
not dark at all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then yeah, I could agree, but also the way that they try to think about it, I'm sure, is that Star Wars was always a family kind of thing. For the like that's how people remember it being. But you know, you go back and watch A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I went and rewatched those films recently, and they kind of gruesome at some points. I mean, in terms
The
of
dude's
Star
first-
Wars now.
The first ever lightsaber that ever punctured anyone was a dude's arm that got cut off.
Yeah,
and
there
it
was blood. Yeah, there was blood all over the ground.
But so going back to how dark it is, Rogue One is by far my favorite Star Wars film. People don't like it. I personally love it because of
I
how
like Rogue
dark and how sad it was.
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't a
really,
fan that
it showed the
Everyone died at the end. I thought that was stupid. I
that
said
was-
at least
that was-
one or two people should have lived from that.
no, because it was supposed to tell the story of how like the consequences they had to go through and
Well,
the
yeah.
effects that it had.
Yeah, but it's just like those.
That's why
characters
I
are so
liked it.
good.
I was like, Disney needs to do something like that. Disney did a really good job with Rogue One, in my
The
opinion.
droid should have lived at least.
Bro, the
That's my
droid.
thing.
Why was the death of the droid more hitting than the
It's like
actual...
a dog. It's like if you see a dog die in a movie, everyone's gonna go, no, the dog. But then if someone dies, they're like, okay, yeah, move on.
Yeah, but it's not a dog. It's a robot.
But that's because the droids are meant to
It's
like
kind,
in the movies they're kind of portrayed as pets or
it's kind of funny.
companions.
The off characters versus the main characters, side characters versus the main characters on Rogue One had a deeper impact of, at least for me, of dying than the actual main characters.
Mhm.
Like the robot, the force sensitive blind, and his partner. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. I forgot the names, but
What?
the video ends.
Thank
with
you for
just
joining
an
us
eye.
today on this episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.